And we're back again. This one is all about female health and wellness. I say at my parties all the time and firmly believe it. I think when they assigned us our vaginas at birth, they should have come with a manual as well to know the proper care and feeding of your vagina. She's a little picky about some things, so it's very important to know those. One of our favorite products and best sellers is this product right here. This is called Refresh and Renew, and this is a pH balanced soap that is safe to use in all of your intimate areas. The vagina has a pH balance that it keeps, and that's what maintains its health and its wellness. So Refresh and Renew is something that's not going to throw off your pH balance, so you're not going to have any weird little crotch rot kind of situations, which I think is very handy. Important thing to know is that you should never ever douche. Douching is actually really, really bad for the human body. Mass and Gills made billions of dollars making women think that they're having their not so fresh feeling, when actually there's a lot of pheromone scents and things that come from that area, and they're supposed to. So douching is actually really bad. You have good bacteria and bad bacteria that live in the vagina. And when you douche, you're rinsing away the good and the bad, and it's the good bacteria that's actually maintains and gets rid of the bad bacteria. So when you rinse all those out through douching, you're actually rinsing out the good bacteria that's in there to protect it, and then you have no protection, and then it turns into yeast infections, or it just burns when you pee. So very important to know that. This is another product in the same line, which we absolutely love. This is our Smooth and Soothe, and this whole line is manufactured by Sliquid, which is a complete 100% body safe company and product. Our Smooth and Soothe is our shaving cream. This shaving cream can be used all over the body, especially in your lady business area. It's very, very important for that. It cuts down on how often I have to shave, at least in half. Like the hair just grows in slower and softer, so I'm getting by with shaving half as often as I used to. And then at the end of the shave, there's nothing left over in my razor. There used to be like this waxy buildup stuff on the product that I used with my previous company, and this one has none of that. And about half of a pump, and I can do both legs and under my arms with that one half of a pump. So it goes and goes and goes. It's not a lathering type of a product. It's more like a cream, but it's very protective. It has aloe and vitamin E in it, so it's extremely soothing to the skin. It reduces or completely eliminates any red bumps, razor rash, razor burn, ingrown hairs, all those fun little things that you can get. You definitely want to shave your special area for that. You need a pretty playground if you want someone to play on it, and the 70s are over, so if you can still feather it, it's bad. It's not okay. Pubic hair will actually hold in moisture and odor, so if you're feeling like you're having your not so fresh feeling, you might want to trim up the jungle there. Men are the same way. That's where a lot of their unpleasant odor and moisture would come from, and it's important that they shave as well. If you have a guy in your life that is reluctant to do a little manscaping, it's very easy to talk them into doing that. Just tell them the tree looks taller when the shrubbery is trimmed. It's all an optical illusion, so it's very important to know that. And it will a lot of people don't like to shave that area because it itches and is irritating or whatever when the hair starts to grow back in, but you won't notice that with this one. It's very smoothing and soothing to the skin. It's just great. It's like a little kiss for that special area, but you can also shave any part of your body that you'd like to with it. This next product that we are going to talk about is called Hold On To Me, which I think is absolutely hysterical because that's exactly what it will train your body to do. Your vagina will now be able to hold on to pretty much anything you'd like. It comes with 4 different pieces, and I will show them to you here in a second. This is just one of the pieces that comes with it. This is just the single one. These are for doing your Kegel exercises. Doing your Kegel exercises are extremely important. You can do a normal Kegel exercise every day for at least 5 to 10 minutes a day, or you can use your Hold On To Me about twice a week for about 2 minutes each time and get the equivalency, if not better, than doing your natural Kegel exercises. If you're not sure how to do a Kegel exercise, go to the bathroom and start to tinkle and then stop. Whatever it is you do that stops the flow of urine is actually a Kegel exercise. The reason that this is so vitally important and so important for our female health is that having tight and firm pelvic floor muscles is what you're exercising with your Kegel exercises. Having a tight pelvic floor muscle will 100% prevent something called vaginal prolapse, which is where your insides will actually try to come out of your body. It's not pleasant to happen. That's where you're hearing all of the commercials about the vaginal mesh slings, and now they're all being recalled. So I think the second worst thing to having your junk fall out of your body would be to have it recalled and have to go in and be re-slinged, and that would not be pleasant either. So these are actually little vagina weights. I love this system because they're actually numbered by how heavy they are, so you can increase up as you get better at it. This little one has just one little gold dot on it, and that means this is the number 1 weight. So this is the lightest. This one up here in the 2-pod has 2 dots, so that's the second one. This one has 3 dots, so this is the 3rd heaviest. And then you'll get an extra, which is your 4 dot, and this one is the heaviest. Now these just pop right out of these little sleeves here, so you can easily switch them out and put in whichever numbers you'd like. While I love that this set comes with all of these pieces, and you can definitely use all of these pieces, I mostly teach people only to use the double pod, and I will teach you why in just a second. Also, if you choose to do some research on vaginal prolapse, and I highly recommend that you do, you should Google that and learn about it. Just don't click on that images button because you don't want to see it and you can never unsee it. We recently did a party with a large group of nurses, and in their industry, I guess, or their vocation, they see this a lot, and they actually refer to it as the pink sock, which is pretty much what it looks like. And it can happen to anyone. I hear people all the time going, "Oh, I don't need those. I don't need to buy the Hold On To Me. It's not like I'm 85." I had a customer very early on in my career who was 24 years old. She'd never been pregnant. She was in excellent body health, and she had vaginal prolapse happen to her. So it can happen to anyone, but you can 100% prevent it by doing this little trick that I'm going to explain to you now. So this is the double pod of the Hold On To Me. This, I think, is the absolute most important part of it. You don't really even need the rest of it, and but you can switch out your weights to be whichever heaviness that you'd like. The first thing you're going to do, this has 2 pods, and then also has it's a rubbery cord to it. So this first pod is what you're going to insert inside the vagina. You're going to take your fingertips to gently tug on your cord. Your body's going to pull back. So you're going to play tug of war with your vagina. Who will win? We don't know. It's very exciting. The reason I teach people to leave this one on the outside is because I have completely researched this in front and back and know all about the pelvic floor muscles now and doing your Kegels and the benefits of doing your Kegels, which are more than just keeping your junk from falling out of your body. There are other benefits benefits like better bladder control, better sexual experience. You'll have stronger, more powerful orgasms because you can actually hold on to him, which is why these are called Hold On To Me. So I teach people to leave this second one outside to kind of act as a gauge for you. So you've got the one ball inserted, the other one's on the outside. You gently tug and your body will tug back. And after you've been doing this for a couple of weeks or whatever, when your body goes to tug back, you will suck that second one inside. That's impressive. I don't care who you are. So very, very important to know that. And that's how you'll be able to tell that your pelvic floor muscles are up to par and they're about where they should be for your health. Gravity is a bitch and it does all kinds of awful things to us. So, you know, when I was 18 and took off my bra, they would go, hello and good morning. And now I take off my bra, and if Bailey's standing too close to me on the floor, he's going to get a concussion. It will hit him right in the head. And I'm like, I've told you, don't stand next to mommy when she's taking off her bra. It's very dangerous for him. That's how pugs get a very flat face. So that is what these are called. These are Hold On To Me. They're absolutely fantastic. They are a must-have. They are so great for your sexual health. And somewhere out there, there's an adorable little 3 or 4-year-old boy. I can't remember which, but he used to run the neighborhood. They got a trampoline, and he would run the neighborhood and look for people who would want to come in and go jump with him. And he'd go, "Come jump with me on my trampoline." And he would always make sure to mention, "Mommy can't jump because she pees." So this is helping moms all over the place be able to actually jump on the trampoline with their children and not wet themselves a little bit while they're doing that. So once you've had a few kids, when you cough, you'll pee a little, and when you sneeze, you'll pee a little, and then after a while, pretty much just like when you change the channel, you'll pee a little. So it's very, very important to have these. If you are in a healthy, safe, and committed relationship with another person, especially if that person is a male, let this be their little chore. They absolutely love it. And I have no idea. I think it's just that we're fascinated with body parts that we don't actually own ourselves. They will love playing tug of war. They'll turn it into their dirty sexting you during the day, going, "Hey baby, you want to play tug of war?" So it's very important. People have asked me all the time, my husband is loving doing this for me and I'm just letting him. Can you do too many? Can I overdo it? And the answer is no. When she asked me that question, I was a little scared at first, and I thought, why is she asking me this? Is she accidentally picking up spare change as she's walking down the sidewalk? So no, you can't overdo this, but having this second one out there will give you a good idea of how tight and firm your pelvic floor muscles are, which is very, very, very important. Okay, and then moving on, this is the last segment in this video. This one is all about lubrication, and lubrication is one of the most important things that you can know about for the health and welfare of your vagina. The average woman, which is I think 96 to 98% of women, think they make enough lubrication naturally, which according to all the medical research and data I have gathered using all kinds of great reputable sources, webmd.com is one of my favorites. According to that, 99.9% of women need to be using their own external lubrication. Our bodies do not produce enough lube for regular sexual activity. We're actually only fully lubricated about 3 days out of every month, and those are the 3 days that we're ovulating. So the rest of the month, we're not protected enough. The vagina does have 23 layers of skin protecting inside the vaginal canal, but unless you're using a sexually meant for intimate use lubrication, you're creating lesions on the inside of the vaginal canal that could open you up to STDs, cervical cancer. It could potentially cause infertility. Plus, wetter is better. It's just so much easier to achieve an orgasm if you're fully lubricated. We sell a great line of lubes. These are also all of the Slickwood brand, so they are a 100% body safe sexual grade lube. You want to steer very, very clear of KY and their products. That is a medical grade lubrication. It is not safe to be using on your body in a continual manner. There are products or ingredients in KY that would scare the crap out of you if you actually sat down and Googled each one of them like I did. One of the items in KY jelly lubrication is a product that airline companies use to keep their airplane windshields from frosting up. So I was like, oh, that's fantastic. So we have three amazing, we actually have four, but I'm going to show you three and then we'll talk about the other one. This one is all natural. This is just a natural water-based lubrication. This is exactly what your body would produce if you produced enough of it. So it's water-based, which means it rinses away very, very easily. It's a great lube to use. It's fantastic for pretty much anything, any kind of use. This one is our Delicious Encounters line. This is our line of flavored lubes. This is water-based. It's exactly like this natural one. So this water-based lube here is actually flavored. This one's our strawberry pomegranate, which is our best seller. We also have it in pina colada and in green apple. So, and it's always nice to have a flavored lube, especially if they're both water-based and pretty much the same, because this way, if things go a little further and there starts to be some kissing, it's nice to have a little flavoring, and that strawberry pomegranate is our #1 bestseller. People love that flavor. The other one, which I think is fantastic and the greatest thing in the world, we have a different lubrication called Sleek. Sleek is more expensive than the other lubrications because it is a silicone lube, all silicone, which means since our products are also medical grade silicone, you can't use that lube with a silicone toy. Silicone and silicone will actually melt each other. So like and like don't mix. So with our toys being body safe and silicone, and that lube Sleek is also silicone. It is not toy safe, but it is great for anal sex, vigorous sex, or sex that just happens to marathon sex that happens to just go on all day. This is, I think, the greatest thing on the planet. This one is called Silk. This is a hybrid lube. It is part water, part silicone. There's enough water in it to where it will rinse away easily and won't stick and cling to the body like a silicone lube does. It has enough silicone in it to make it slick enough to make it fun, but it's also got the water in it, which makes it toy safe. So Silk is a lubrication that you can actually use in conjunction with our toys. So that's very, very important to know as well. And that is about it as far as our female health and wellness segment. So there are some items that you'll want to know about. The Refresh and Renew is the vagina wash. It's actually just a regular bath and body gel. You can use it all over the body, but it is pH balanced. The other is the Smooth and Soothe, which is our shaving cream, and each one of those products both come in 2 different scents. One is called White Tea Pear, which is very light and airy kind of a smell, and the other one is Mango Passion, which gives you a little bit more of a tropical scent. So you can have that one available in either scent. The Kegel Balls exerciser is called Hold On To Me, and the others were lubes that you saw. So if you have any questions, please feel free to comment below and I will answer them just as quickly as I can. I hope you're all enjoying this. It's about to get even more fun.